Every one of us has that one person in our lives who is always telling us that we should invest our money in mutual fund. And not a day goes by without them spilling a word of advice about why this is the right time to invest. But what on earth is a mutual fund and why should we be bothered about it? Hello and welcome to Finance for Millennials. My name is Arpan and in today's video we will talk all about mutual funds. Let's get started. One of the simplest ways to define a mutual fund is that it is a pool of money that is invested in different stocks, bonds, or shares. Now that might sound very straightforward at first glance, but there is a slight curve to it. For example, you have 2000 rupees with you that you want to invest in the stock market and gain a profit over a period of 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. So you have three main options to choose from. The first option is you go on Google and search for the best performing stocks over the last 6 months or 1 year. You choose a stock and then invest your money in it. The second option is that you go to a financial advisor, pay him a certain fees, and then ask him to research on your behalf the best stock or bond to invest your money in. The third option is that you find a mutual fund that suits your needs and risk assessment, and you invest your money in that. So what is the main difference between these three types of investment? Keep in mind that you have only 2000 rupees that you want to invest for this example. In the first option, you go on Google and check out the best performing stocks, and you find a stock X which has been performing substantially well for the last 12 months. You want to invest your money in it. You have only 2000 rupees, but this stock X is going one unit at more than 2300 rupees. So what ends up happening is with your 2000 rupees, you cannot even buy one unit of this stock X. And in the Indian stock market, stocks are only given as whole numbers and not decimal points. So the first option is out of the window. The second option is that you go to a financial advisor and ask him or her to research the best stock or bond on your behalf. The financial advisor tells you that 2000 rupees is less than the fees that he or she charges just for researching the best stock or bond. That makes the second option go out of the window. The third option with you is that you choose a mutual fund and invest your money in it. But how, with 2000 rupees, do you gain a profit in the share market? In order to understand this, you need to first understand what is a mutual fund and how it works in the share market. As I said in my definition, a mutual fund is a pool of money that is invested into different stocks, bonds, or shares. Imagine that there is a company ABC, which is a mutual fund company. In legal terminologies, a mutual fund company is known as an AMC, or an asset management company. An asset management company, like company ABC for this example, goes to thousands of people or hundreds of people and collects 2000 rupees or 5000 rupees from every one of them. For this example, we will consider that the company ABC has 1000 investors. That means each of them has given 2000 rupees to company ABC. So thus the total amount of money available to company ABC is now 2 lakh rupees. Whereas in the earlier case, you only had 2000 rupees. So this company ABC now goes to the share market, finds the stocks or bonds that are giving the most value and invests on your behalf. But how do you gain profit as an investor? Once the company purchases the shares or stocks, you get allocated units of the company ABC and not directly the stock or bond that is being purchased by the company. How does this entire process work? The mutual fund company hires financial experts who are also known as fund managers and dedicated research teams to search for the best stocks and bonds in the market. They put in countless hours of hard work and only find stocks that meets the needs of the investors. They take the total amount of money, which in this case is 2 lakh rupees, which is also known as AUM or asset under management, and on your behalf buy the stocks or bonds in companies that they feel are best suited for their need. Once these have been purchased, the stocks and bonds are legally owned by the company ABC, and you as an investor own units or stocks of the company ABC. So whenever this company ABC profits from the shares of the stocks, you as an investor profit of the units of the mutual fund ABC. But one question that might come to your mind is that why should I trust a mutual fund over my own research skills of investing my own hard-earned money? One of the most significant benefits of investing in mutual funds is that mutual fund companies have dedicated teams of experts sitting in their offices who are searching for the best stocks and bonds day and night. First of all, they have fund managers. A fund manager is a financial expert who comes with years of experience and the research skills to find the best stocks and undervalued bonds or shares in the market that will profit them the most. Second, mutual fund companies have dedicated research teams. These research teams' one and only job is to search the entire stock market and bring out stocks, options, and shares that will benefit the company. Now, you as an individual do not have all these resources at hand, and thus mutual fund investment is easier and comparatively less risk-free. Another point worth noting is that with only 2,000 rupees, you cannot buy a lot of stocks. Even if you find a single stock which is worth 100 rupees, the maximum amount you can buy is just 200 stocks. But in the long run, if you see, the AMC has a large pool of money, which they have collected from thousands of people, and thus they are putting this whole money and buying a large amount of stocks, which naturally guarantees a higher profit. Along with this, another thing to keep in mind is that in India, mutual fund investments are one of the cheapest investment vehicles available to you. There are two main options. There are two main options of investing in mutual funds in India. The first option is lump sum investment, where you take a large amount, be it 1 lakh to 10 crores, and put it in the mutual fund. The second option is SIP, or systematic investment planning. If you are an individual who has just started earning, SIP is the best option for you. You can set a mandate on your bank, which is another type of banking instruction, and 500 rupees or 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees, whatever may be the amount that you set, will get deducted from your salary every month and invested into a mutual fund. The second option is if you have just sold a property or won a lottery or got access to a huge amount or a lump sum amount, you can take that whole amount and invest it into a mutual fund. Now, when it comes to gaining profit from mutual fund, there are again a couple of options. The first option is just, the first option we'll consider SIP. If you invested 500 rupees in a mutual fund for a continuous 12 months, the total principal amount that you invested into the fund is 6,000 rupees. Now, you have two main options. Every mutual fund is liable to pay you dividends every year or every quarter. This will be mentioned at the beginning itself. You can either receive the dividend per year in your bank account, or you can alternatively choose to invest the dividend back into the principal amount. This means that at the end of 3 to 5 years, when you withdraw the entire amount, not only will you get back your principal amount, but also a huge chunk of profit. Another option where you invest a lump sum amount into your mutual fund is also beneficial. For example, if you invested 15 lakhs lump sum in a mutual fund and you choose that the dividend gets paid to you monthly, it can act as a salary for you. For 15 lakhs in most funds in India, you will get a dividend of around 15,000 to 17,000 rupees. And in most households or for most individuals, that is a good side income. So these are two of the most important benefits of investing in mutual fund. However, there are a couple of more things that you need to keep in mind as an investor. The first and foremost, mutual funds are one of the most secure investment options in India. All mutual funds are legally audited by SEBI, or the Securities and Exchange Board of India. This is a government authority which is responsible for regulating all the mutual funds. Along with this, the SEBI also imposes certain rules, such as the mutual fund cannot invest more than 10% of the total amount into a single bond or share. That means that anytime there is a market crash, the entire fund will not go into the water. The second most important point is that mutual funds are very liquidable. That means if in a certain situation you need money urgently, you can withdraw 90% of the principal amount within one business day, and the rest 10% within 3 to 5 business days. Both these options, which might sound feeble at first glance, serve to be hugely beneficial in the long run. Just imagine that you had a very bad day, or or some of your loved one is at the hospital and you urgently need cash. From where will you get the money? Remember that you had invested 500 rupees every month for the last 12 months in the mutual fund. You can withdraw that money instantly and get access to a fund to meet your emergency. Another important thing that a lot of investors are continuously worried about is called SIP bounce. For example, if you have given a bank mandate that 500 or 1000 rupees will be automatically deducted from your account every month, and 1 month you don't have any money in your bank account and the SIP bounces. Most people believe that in the case of an SIP bounce, there is a liability and a fine that you need to pay. But that is not the case. In mutual funds in India, if under any circumstances a particular SIP bounces, there is no fine. The bank charges a nominal amount, which is generally 5 to 10 rupees for this bounce, but nothing more than that. You will not be liable for anything. And the best part is this will not affect your credit score as well. So you can start an SIP worry free. Another advantage of mutual fund that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is this. Remember, I had told you that if you go to a financial advisor with only 2000 rupees to invest, the financial advisor will turn you back and most probably tell you that their fees is higher than the investment amount. However, in the case of a mutual fund, the amount that you pay to the company for managing your fund is very nominal. In technical terminologies, this is known as expense ratio. For example, if you invested 100 rupees with a mutual fund, only 99 or 98 rupees will be invested in the actual stocks or shares. The rest 1 or 2 rupees will be taken by the company and mentioned as expense ratio. This 1 or 2 rupees will be used for the growth of the company, paying its employees, and most importantly, pay the fund manager who is responsible for managing your entire fund. Now that we have understood the basics of mutual fund and how does it work in the Indian share market, let us look at the different types of mutual fund available in India. In India, there are 4 different types of mutual fund. The first type of fund is called the small cap mutual fund. A small cap mutual fund is a company or a AMC, asset management company, that only invests in small companies or enterprises. The second type of mutual fund is mid cap mutual fund. As the name suggests, a mid cap mutual fund is a AMC which only invests in mid-sized companies. The third type of mutual fund in India is large cap mutual fund. They only invest in big enterprises where the chances of profit are very high. The fourth type of mutual fund available in India is a mixed cap mutual fund. This means that depending upon the situation and the state of the economy, the mutual fund can invest in both small companies, medium companies, as well as large tech companies. Another very common doubt among investors is that mutual fund, you can only invest in the stock market through mutual fund. But there are hundreds of mutual fund types available in India. If you want, you can use mutual funds to invest in the real estate industry. You can invest in the gold industry, or you can even invest in rare metals. So that is all for today's video. If you like the content I shared in this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And once you're subscribed, press the bell icon so that you get all notifications from our end. Thank you for watching until the very end. And until next time, take care and have a great day ahead.